What up guys, this is your boy Groobies. Today I want to talk to you guys about how to check your embroidery files to make sure you're going to get a great result. This is a super simple trick that you can do yourself as long as you have a graphic design software like GIMP or Photoshop and you have like a decent understanding about how those tools work. Now if you don't have a great handle on doing graphic design work, you can definitely take this video and you can send it to your graphic designer, and this quick tip, they'll pick it up real fast and it'll let them check your file to make sure you can get a really good result with embroidery. Alright, with that being said, let's put our nerd glasses on and jump into GIMP. Alright guys, now that we're in GIMP, the first thing that we need to do to check our file is to ensure that it's the right size. So the customer provided this as a great example file and asked, hey, will this file work well for embroidery? Like, can I expect to get a clean result? And they also let me know that they wanted to do it at 4 inches wide. So we can quickly check the file size here, and you can see that I have it set to be 4 inches wide and 300 dpi. I did that by going under image, print size, and so this is a great high resolution file at 4 inches wide. Also, please note you want to make sure you have no transparent or empty space around your artwork and you have a really tight crop. That way you just have the accurate size of the artwork. And then with regards to checking your embroidery file to make sure you'll get a really clean result, we want to make sure that the minimum stitch size that can be supported is 2 millimeters. And so any spaces that are smaller than 2 millimeters is basically smaller than the embroidery machine can stitch. And when you run files that have sizes that are smaller than 2 millimeters, you can run into a lot of quality issues like puckering or pulling or even small little holes in the garment that you're embroidering. So it's always best to make sure you check your files up front that you don't have any sizes that are too small. And it's actually really easy to do. So I've grabbed the pencil tool within my graphic design software and I've set the pixel size to be 7.55 pixels wide. And the reason is because 2 millimeters is equal to 7.55. So now that we've set our pencil size to this size, this is just like a great little tool to evaluate whether or not our artwork file has any spaces that are smaller than 2 millimeters. But since we're zoomed in at 100% right now, it's kind of hard to see. So we're going to need to just go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. I'll zoom into 400%. And now you can see the little gray outline of my cursor, my pencil icon, and we can see that this F is roughly 7.55 millimeters. So we know that this size letter can likely get a very good result with embroidery. It'll come out clean. Same with this eye icon. You can see how the gray dot fits perfectly inside there. Now over here on this shape caught my eye because there's that little white space there that's pinched in. Well, not only are we checking the black spaces, we're also checking the negative space, the space that's remaining. You also, not only do you want 2 millimeters for everything you want to embroider, but you also want at least 2 millimeters between each character set as well. So this area right here that I just dabbed on there with the gray ink, we know that that will be a problem to embroider and we need to fix that in your file. Even like this little space begins to pinch in right there and become too tight. We can also see that this character is too tight within that space. And then this 5 is also too tight right there and probably too tight right there. I also noticed a bunch of other character sets here, and we can see that right here it becomes a little bit too tight. Each one of these boxes is a little tight. This O is a little tight. So all of these areas of the file need to be addressed, either by editing them, making these character sets larger so they can be spaced properly. There's a bunch of different tactics that you can use to make it work. But essentially, you're just checking the file to make sure that these spaces exist in the file. And so that's it. That's the quick little tip. That's how you can check it. to make sure that your embroidery file will get a really, really good result by using your paintbrush, sizing it to 7.55 millimeters. And then any areas that are too small, you can kind of mark those up in your file so your graphic designer can fix them. You can add space to them. You can make, add a stroke or a path to it. So like if this one's like a little thin right here, you could like add a stroke to that shape to make it have a little bit more heft to it, so the embroidery machine can get a nice clean result for you. Alright, well I hope this video has been helpful for all of you guys. This is your boy Groobies from downtown Los Angeles saying over and out. If you have a great understanding now of what you need to do to check your embroidery files to make sure they get a clean result, please smash that thumbs up button for me and give this thing a like. If you have any questions about embroidery files and what you need to do to make sure you get a great result, please post them in the comments box below. Alright, peace and love from downtown Los Angeles. Adios.